It's an open debate between our guests from Islamabad, Lahore and New Delhi. Let me introduce them. I'll throw a first question, then it's an open debate. Ladies and gentlemen, that to all our panelists, that basically means after the first question, we'll keep the debate free-flowing. I'm not throwing questions at individual participants. We'll take the discussion forward in the manner that it has to, in a natural way. Maruf Raza, GD Bakshi and Colonel RSN Singh, formerly of RAW, are representing the Indian side tonight. Brigadier Javed Hussain, Air Marshal Masood Akhtar are together in Islamabad, and Saida Abida Hussain, former federal minister and former diplomat, former Pakistan ambassador to the United States, is joining us from Lahore. Thank you very much, ma'am. I'd like to begin with the first question to the Brigadier and the Air Marshal in Islamabad, and then Maruf, GD Bakshi, RSN Singh, Saida Abida Hussain, please feel free to come in. Brigadier and Air Marshal, my first question to you is this. I don't know if you've heard Arun Jaitley, our defense minister, what he said. He has spoken in purely military terms. And he has said that if Pakistan persists in this adventurism, our forces will make the cost of that adventurism unaffordable. Now, to that, I saw a weird response from your Foreign Office spokesperson, who seems to be rather disturbed with what he has said. He doesn't seem to be in a balanced frame of mind. He says that the Indian Defence Minister has lost his mind. Now, Brigadier Hussain, particularly to you, if there is anyone who needs a mental examination today, it has to be the Pakistani military, because they are not reading the science well. Let me give you 4 points. Let me just give one and throw it to you. The fact is, we've called off a flag meeting. You're a military man. You know what happens when you call off a flag meeting. It's a clear sign that we are going to retaliate. Right? Officially, we are saying now we will retaliate so strongly that we'll send a message to your government, to your army, and to every single Pakistani citizen that the costs of this kind of amateurish adventurism are going to be too hard on the Pakistani government. Why don't you read the signals? Brigadier, will you read the signals only after your entire border has been demolished in terms of its military and Pakistan Rangers installations? How far do you want to be hurt?
Pakistan is not Rwanda, Burundi. Don't underestimate the defense forces of Pakistan. It is going to be the other way around. If you think that you can get away by taking punitive action against Pakistan, the cost of doing that would be highly, highly unaffordable.
Sir, can we cut the rhetoric and come to some pure military facts? You're a military man. Don't speak like a politician. Speak like a... You know that you cannot sustain an Indian retaliatory attack. Everyone, every military expert in the world knows that an Indian retaliatory attack you can't sustain beyond a few hours. That's what's showing.
I am a former Special Forces officer.
Yes, exactly, which is why I was asking you that question.
Hold on. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. I've had a lot of experience with Indians of all shades and colors.
Then you should know, sir.
I know what they are. I know what their capabilities are.
Well, I can share some of your capabilities with you as well.
Adventurism. Defense forces of Pakistan will put you back in time and space by 100 years. So tell Mr. Jaitley, tell Mr. Dilbar Singh, tell Mr. Modi not to consider this option.
Sir, the fact is...
You have started this aggression. You have started this aggression.
Yeah.
And you want to take it further?
No, I'll tell you what. I tell you what. I don't think you heard. What we have... you have started... No, 1 second. Just a minute, sir.
You're a jingoistic.
Sir, just a minute. One second. I'll let Maruf respond to you. Okay, let's get the military part of it clear. One second. But I want to... Sir, Brigadier Hussain, I want to place one thing on record tonight. Brigadier Hussain. Maruf will respond, but I want to... Maruf, before you come in.
I hate
1 second.
jingoism.
Brigadier...
All of you are jingoists.
Brigadier, there is...
macho men, you are going to teach Pakistan a lesson?
Brigadier...
Pakistan will teach you the lesson of your life.
Brigadier, you see, I appreciate your enthusiasm. But then even you know that enthusiasm does not... No, 1 second, sir. I don't mean Maruf. even Brigadier Hussain knows that enthusiasm amounts to nothing in a military situation. Your regular army is some piddly little 6,17,000 soldiers and officers. If I include your reserves and your paramilitary, you come to a quantifiable number of some 14.34 lakh, which is 1/4 the size of what we have if we include our reserves and paramilitary. I mean, there is no comparison in tanks, ammunition, missile systems, strength of the army. There is no comparison today in conventional terms.
This army knows how to fight outnumbered and when.
Sir, I know that you have
want to test it.
Sir, I'm telling you.
You want to test it.
That's all. Sir, don't
go and take them out.
Sir,
Kashmir.
Okay.
Just take them out.
Sir, the question was simply
and you will see
okay, Maruf wants to respond to
the potential of this army.
Right, sir. Now, I only gave you a number. I know the number is embarrassingly small compared to Maruf is responding to the brigadier. It's an open debate.
Organize a separate program on that.
Sir, you know what? Sir, if you had the strength, you would. No, sir. If you had the strength, sir, it is anyone's guess.
Program.
Sir, it is anyone's guess.
We will discuss.
Sir,
it does not take any guesswork to say that had you been sure of your conventional strength, then you would not have resorted to nuclear blackmail. Maruf, please. Maruf.
There is no nuclear. We don't need the nuclear against you.
Okay, Brigadier sir, the thing is, as you would know, sir, please hear me out, sir. Brigadiers, now, as you would know, in all military institutions, the Ustad teaches you one simple lesson. Apne josh mein bhi hosh rakhein. So please, let's not get carried away. What I want to explain to you and the audience are 3 or 4 simple facts. We have no intention for raising the ante or raising the aggressive limits, because it is not in our intent to get into a battle either on the ground or a battle of words with you over Kashmir. Pakistan has in the last month or 2 begun to raise the rhetoric both internationally and now try to draw international attention by increasing the level of firing on the LOC, so that you want the world to get their attention back on Kashmir. What we can do, and I've heard the latest reports are that the LOC is more or less calm now after our swift and aggressive response in retaliation to your firing, and the firing is now largely on the international border. But please remember, sir, we have the capacity to inflict short, sharp damage to you through our cold start units, which are now on a full state of alert. You know that, I know that. Now, if you threaten us with nuclear weapons, you also know and I also know that nuclear weapons are often weapons of last resort. Should you use them even in tactical situations for which our army is prepared, but should you use it, you'll end up using it in your own territory, not in Indian territory, because you're not going to get inside and then hope to use nuclear weapons. You're going to only retaliate if we make the gains that our cold start formations are capable of doing. So I think the bottom line is that you wish to continue to draw attention, but please remember, sir, your forces are so stretched battling terrorism within, being deployed on the Afghan border, that you don't have the capacity even to match us man for man on the border or the LC. So I don't know where your rhetoric is coming from.
Try it, you are mistaken. According to all canons of international law, Kashmir is a dispute.
Sir,
it will remain a dispute until it is resolved. Pakistan and India will never be able to enter into meaningful dialogue in accordance with the Shimla Agreement as long as you refuse to discuss Kashmir. Just because you and Maruf and the rest of you say Kashmir is part of India,
the question is how much
part of India.
No, sir,
it is not.
I feel
it is a dispute.
Sir, I feel
point number 1. Hold on.
Can I say something?
2.
How much do you want to suffer because of your Kashmir obsession?
To discuss how
much? I asked you today, Brigadier. What said the General Bakshi wants to say something, and I'm sure the Air Marshal Akhtar would also like to respond. I'm only asking a reasonable question tonight, which every Pakistani would want to ask himself as well.
Well, tell how much not to make provocative statements.
No, nothing provocative. Let me tell you what happened on July 17th. On July 17th, you killed one of our soldiers. We killed 4 of your soldiers in turn. You should have learned the lesson on that day. You killed one of our soldiers, we killed 4 of your soldiers. The question is today, how many of your soldiers do you want killed because of your Kashmir obsession? That's the only question Pakistan needs to ask. You failed in the United Nations. You failed. It is your problem. Your diplomats, your politicians are not taken seriously. Sir, it is a problem unique to Pakistan. What do we do about it?
Because we say that you have initiated this conflict, not Pakistan.
Why are you?
Now, who has to decide?
Sir, this is a right and who is wrong. And General Bakshi
is the military observer group.
General Bakshi is responding and Air Marshal Akhtar can respond after that. My question is, how much harakiri does Pakistan want to do today of its own men? Yes, Air Marshal Akhtar, I think, wants to come in. General Bakshi, would you let Air Marshal Akhtar come in first or do you want to go first?
Brigadier Javed, can I?
Okay, General Bakshi is going first, yeah.
Brigadier Javed, I would like to point out that there have been 5 conflicts over Kashmir. You are as aware of the history of the South Asian landmass as I am. We know the results of all those 4 conflicts, including the latest one, which I would call a half conflict in Kargil. You know, all these conflicts, you have failed to detach or even come anywhere close to detaching Kashmir from India. You want to try again? We give you an open dare. Come and get it. You can't. And you know that well. You know that well.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
From a reality point of view, you know that undoubtedly well. You know, the pity is... No.
Try again.
No. Brigadier Javed, I didn't disturb you. Don't get upset. I mean, I'm just talking right now. The firing hasn't started. Don't get upset. Because I'm very sorry to state, but your agitation shows nervousness.
Yes.
You know, so therefore, let's just listen.
Try it.
Let's just listen.
5th time, 6th time.
No, kindly listen. I will give you a full hearing. I would like to hear your side. What we are trying to tell you
1971.
No, Brigadier Javed, what we are trying to put across to you is...
Go ahead, sir.
Look,
go ahead.
It is the wrong time. Go ahead. Look, kindly, it is the wrong time for you to be starting a war. Your army is split on 2 fronts. Whatever happens in the battle, your economy is going to go down the tube of history. And let me assure you, Brigadier Javed, this time the Americans are moving out of Afghanistan. They are not going to be giving you $20 billion to resuscitate your economy. For God's sake, this is something that you should put in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, and some sense of reality.
Get real. That's what we are trying to tell you. We therefore do not understand. As military men, as military professionals, Brigadier Javed, we do not understand why you are raising the ante for no rhyme or reason.
For political reasons.
Your Kashmir obsession.
No, we are not.
For political reasons.
We say that you are raising the ante.
For political reasons.
And you know,
because that caricature of a... One second.
Absolute
sir, Brigadier Hussain.
You are doing this.
Brigadier Hussain, a minute. Brigadier Hussain, a minute. Brigadier Hussain.
You want to tell the people you are tough guys.
No, Brigadier Hussain. You see, I'll tell you.
We are going to sort Pakistan out.
Sir, I'll tell you one thing.
There is a sorted out.
Sir, 1 minute. There is a political GI Joe in your country.
Fight outnumbered. Trash you.
Brigadier Hussain. Now, you know what?
Don't live in the past.
Sir, you know,
don't discuss
Brigadier Hussain.
What happened in 65 or 71.
Sir, you see what
will happen in 2014 and 2015.
Sir, you are sounding like Bilawal Bhutto now. Sir, you are sounding like that caricature called Bilawal Bhutto. You see, there is that political caricature called...
That's not fair.
So it's fair, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, come on.
This is the reality. This is the reality.
Sir, the reality is that there are...
to be real?
So what is
this is the reality.
No, okay, 1 minute. Air Marshal wants to come in. No, let Air Marshal come in, but I want to...
Your main enemy
Air Marshal
resides within India.
Sir, you know.
Look at the Maoists and Naxalites.
Sir, now, you know...
How many people have they killed?
Sir, I'll tell you. So we have...
China moves into your territory.
Why would you want to do this? Why would you want to do this to your own people? 1 second. Air Marshal Akhtar, please.
Okay, fair
Air Marshal Akhtar, please.
Pakistan and get away with it?
Let the Air Marshal give his statement. I think he may present a more realistic estimate.
No. Look at it. What Brigadier Javed has been saying. There has been a lot of chest-thumping jingoism, both sides, but when I looked at the Geo television program, which is our major channel, there was not so much of rhetoric. All the intro that you gave us, I think, did infuriate Brigadier Javed, and it did irk me also. But please understand, you yourself say that Afghanistan, the war in the West is going to be a pain in the neck for us. How can we start another war or seek another trouble on the eastern border? Number one. Number two, please understand, both the army chiefs have probably given orders to their local commanders for a robust response. When you say we took one out and you took 4 of us out, 4 of our people out, then please look at it the other way around also. Our people also have inflicted as much. Please understand, this side of the border, our television channels, our news channels, our political leaders, our defense minister has had to retaliate after Arun Jaitley gave this statement. He did not.
No, 1 minute. No, Arun Jaitley.
Please
what has Arun Jaitley said? Arun Jaitley has said that if you persist with this adventurism, we will make the cost of the adventurism unaffordable. So, no, watch it.
Please understand.
So, it's a statement of intent.
No. When he says, look, when he says, agreed. Look, when he says unaffordable, what does he mean? Is he going to put boots on the ground this side? Is he going to bring air power in?
Whatever
is he going to start the Cold War strategy?
Well, you should have thought this out.
That today...
No, you should... Sir, did you think of this out when you were hitting... No, 1 minute. Let me ask you one question, Air Marshal. Air Marshal, no, Maruf, you want to go. I'm asking you... No, 1 minute. Today, you ask Air Marshal Akhtar, what are you going to do? You're going to put boots on the ground? Are you going to send the Indian army to Lahore?
No, not at all.
No, are you going to fire missiles into our area? My question to you is, sir, have you forgotten the number of times you carried out ceasefire violations? Why were you shooting at our civilians?
Look,
why did you kill a 70-year-old woman? Why did you kill a 13-year-old girl?
Please
No, sir, you look... No, my question is... My question... So, 1 minute. So, Air Marshal Akhtar, we have mobilized our troops, I agree.
Look, I'm listening to you.
No, we are
listening to you.
This government is ensuring we walk the talk. We are going to walk the talk with you. We are going to walk the talk.
No. Look, walking... No, please understand, walking the talk is not the way you are saying. Look at the root cause of the problem. Pakistan went, when Vajpayee came in, the Prime Minister Vajpayee came to Lahore, it was a big gesture. Nawaz Sharif went 10 steps ahead and he said, okay, we are leaving the course of multilateralism and we're coming to total bilateralism through composite dialogue. Notwithstanding Kargil, notwithstanding Bombay attack, when Nawaz Sharif was invited, he went to, of course, Delhi to the inauguration. And then, of course, all of a sudden, exactly the way Brigadier Javed is saying, Prime Minister Modi, to address the local lobby, he
Sir, don't give a one-sided analysis.
Says, you can't...
Sir, you are giving a one-sided analysis. I'll give... No, 1 minute. Why do you forget? No, 1 second. Why do you forget 26/11? Why do you forget what happened in Kairan? Why do you forget the beheading of our soldiers? Why do you forget those very important episodes in recent time? Why do you not mention? Why do you only mention?
No, please understand. There are allegations, there are counter allegations, both sides of the border. Please understand, sir, exactly the same images that I have seen on the Indian television, I have seen on the Pakistani television also.
Yeah, but you know the question
because our people are also getting killed this side of the border.
Well,
so it is happening both sides.
We have not attacked civilian areas.
So the way forward is...
We have not attacked civilian areas.
Look,
we have kept the retaliation post to
allegations. No, that's not true. That's not true.
You accept one thing. Colonel RSN Singh responding to you, Air Marshal. You see, the question is, Pakistan has been the aggressor. You have brought the situation on yourself, right? The latest set of violations the latest set of violations trace their origins back to July over a failed flag meeting. We had a flag meeting on July 16th. The day after that, the Pakistani Rangers killed Constable Sanjay Dhar of the 192 Battalion outside the Pital post. That prompted an Indian retaliation in which 4 Pakistani Rangers were killed. No, sir, I'm giving you the facts.
Look, the two of us... Okay, the two of us are retired from the military. Your entire panel is also not on active military list. what the actual stories that come from both sides of the border, we cannot verify. There are allegations, there are counter-allegations.
So you deny.
Now the two of us need to get together. Please.
One second.
Let me complete. Let me complete.
Sir, can you deny?
If you don't
let's get Saida Abida Hussain also. I'll come back to you. Sir, I just want to get everyone.
No, but I will ask you. Okay. I will ask you exactly the same question. Can you deny the allegation that has come from the Pakistani side? You cannot. I cannot deny yours. You cannot deny mine.
1 second. I'm giving you exactly. I'll tell you. My question is simply this.
Please.
One second. I give you names of 3 Indian villages. 3 Indian villages. Treva, Sohagpur, Pindi. All are around Arnia.
I will give you the names of.
You use 82 mm mortars. Sir, you use 82 mm mortars.
I think you are being very unfair. I think you are being very unfair. I will give you the name of 4 Pakistani villages where people have got killed.
Marshal Akhtar, can you deny that there is always a clear and direct link between your failure to internationalize an issue and your Pakistani military responding? Can you deny that every time you have a political crisis, you try to pull the Kashmir card? Can you deny competitive politics between... Can you deny... Allow me, sir. Can you deny competitive politics between a caricature called Bilawal Bhutto, a failed dictator called Musharraf, and your own government which is embattled vis-a-vis your army? No, sir, can you deny today that Pakistan is in internal political turmoil? Can you deny that every time you are in turmoil you play the Kashmir card? Sir, can you deny all of this?
Rhetoric.
Sir, Colonel Arun Singh is responding, and I'll come to Saida Abida Hussain on the other side.
Please understand.
Colonel Arun Singh, please. He wanted to come back to you.
I think you're being...
Sir, you can say I'm giving you facts. I am giving you facts today, and I'm telling you, you cannot afford to be adventurous with us anymore. Colonel Arun Singh, GD Bakshi, responding from the Indian side. Colonel Arun Singh, please. Colonel Singh. Colonel Singh is responding to you.
Interrupting me.
Colonel Singh, Maruf, and other panelists also responding. Colonel Singh.
The political rhetoric is flying both sides.
My honored guest from Pakistan, please allow me to speak. And let me tell you about your strategic thinking. You have been calculating that at one end of this spectrum is proxy war and the other end of the spectrum is your nuclear capability, under the shadow of which the conventional war that lies in the middle gets automatically obviated. Now, I am one who believes that war has been on for last 20 years. Now the need is to address all these 3 spectrums simultaneously, and I would urge the Indian government to revisit its nuclear doctrine and shift from no first use to massive retaliation in the first place. Yes. No,
I think your government has been saying the same thing in so many ways.
No. And let me tell you, let me also tell this honored guest from Pakistan that, look, I am not concerned. I am not concerned about internal dynamics unless it impinges on us. And what has happened? 5 days back, Musharraf, who is already a discredited commodity in Pakistan and rest of the world, he comes up and he wants the Indian army. And thereafter this happens. And what is the linkage?
And who's making this up? No, 1 second. I give two bits of evidence right now. Saida Abida Hussain, my question to you is, who's raking this up? This whole nuclear card, for example. Just 1 minute, Maruf. Let's get Saida Abida Hussain. She hasn't spoken yet, and then I'll come to you. You see, I am intrigued with what Khwaja Asif, your defense minister, says. He says, we are fully capable of responding to Indian aggression. At the same time, he talks about a nuclear situation. Now, what kind of nuke threat is this, Ms. Hussain? Why is it necessary to pull out the nuclear card like this at an official level?
If you'll allow me to speak, I am a little horrified at the lack of humanity in this entire conversation. We are not talking about the human lives that have been lost. The fact is that Pakistan has lost at least 19 of its citizens, including women and children. And I think that this is something that everybody should be ashamed
You are getting,
of.
no, Miss Hussain, just one second. Let's bring a tinge of reality into this conversation. No, 1 second. Miss Hussain. Miss Hussain, 1 minute. I take severe objection to this whole lecture. Miss Hussain, this lecture. Miss Hussain, this lecture about humanity.
Please let her speak.
Well, the lecture, I'm afraid,
the lecture about humanity is laughable.
one-sided.
Let her speak.
Lectures should not be one-sided. May I tell you that Indian hubris, the way it is being expressed by the anchorman and by all of the people that have been speaking, this hubris is not going to be fruitful. If India has claims to being a major power, then India must behave with appropriate sobriety that India must establish in the Committee of Nations.
The Committee of Nations.
Above a tit for tat.
Well, you know, Miss.
A committee of nations.
I'll just tell you one fact.
If we're talking comedies,
I
think that whoever expresses hubris
I'll tell you. No, 1 second.
Whoever is intolerant, whoever is intolerant is comic.
Right. Now I'll explain.
Whoever is intolerant is quite comical.
Right. Now
I would like to say at this point, I do not have time to waste. I would like to say at this point that if India wants to assert a claim to being a big power, then she must behave like a big power. Then she must not do a tit for tat and bully her neighbours. And she does have a record of bullying all her neighbours. India has a very prominent record of bullying all her neighbours.
I'd like to share for your knowledge a few facts, which you can then discuss internally, or if you want to be part of the debate, or you want to then think about it later after the conversation. Point number 1. No one from the Indian side at an official level has spoken of the N-word. The N-word, Ms. Hussain, has been used by your defense minister called Khwaja Asif. Now, if you think he's a comedian, that might be your description of his. Point number 2, what purpose does it then serve, Ms. Hussain, to use the nuclear threat? India has said we are committed to a no first use policy. Thirdly, Ms. Hussain, 1 minute, please. No, let's keep some sobriety in this conversation, Ms. Hussain. Let's keep some sobriety in this conversation. By raking up the nuclear word, what you are showing is a great amount of childish petulance mixed with a certain amount of immature adventurism. You want to convert a border situation into an all-out confrontation. I want to ask you why you would want to do so.
Is real.
Why would you want to do so?
What is being stated? We are capable.
What?
You are capable.
Yes.
We have the capacity to be destructive. We have the capacity to be constructive. Now, if we're going to seek to be constructive, which is what we should do, in that situation, then India has to
realize what happens
play
when a country,
role which is constructive. Will you allow me to finish?
Arnab, can I come in?
I am just simply
saying, I just responded to you in kind. I'm asking you a counter question.
I am just simply... Is it a tit for tat?
Yeah, because you know, you resorted to a moral lecture on top, so I asked you...
That is... Well, I mean, I'm afraid morality is not the preserve of the Indian side alone.
Well, I don't know if it's the preserve, Mrs. Hussain, of a country that kept Osama bin Laden as a pet on its soil.
Childish,
is morality
childish of all of us to talk about all sorts of issues.
You know,
we are talking at the moment about a situation of conflict on the border.
No, we are talking about
all of us.
No, you got it wrong, Mr. Hussain.
We are talking about.
Mr. Hussain, you got it completely wrong.
It's a situation of conflict on the border.
No, it is not. No, I'll tell you what is happening.
Killed. Innocent people are being killed. No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear what you have to tell me.
Really, you just want to have a one-sided conversation, Mr. Hussain. This is not a one-sided conversation. If you come on the program, you have to answer some questions.
No, but you have asked me. I have not butted in or gate crashed your program. I am here.
Yeah, but you must answer some questions.
I am giving you an opinion.
You don't want to answer any questions tonight, Mr. Hussain?
Very simple.
Arnab,
no,
you
don't want to let anyone respond to you, Mr. Hussain. You want to keep this completely one-sided?
No, I have answered your question.
Why don't you understand, Mr. Hussain?
I have said that we are both nations that have our own respective strengths, and we should behave with responsibility.